Do you want to know what it's like to be dead while you're still alive? Lose a child. It's painful. Your heart breaks every second. You don't know what to do anymore because the one that you're used to having around isn't around no more.
I ain't see the pain in my baby's. I ain't see the pain in my baby's. I ain't see the pain in my baby's eyes.
And what would you say to parents who are watching you now?
I ain't see the pain in my baby's. I ain't see the pain in my baby's. I ain't see the pain in my baby's eyes. Show me a rhythm. Show me a rhythm. Show me a rhythm. Show me a rhythm. Yeah, yeah.
So the crisis actors are back, and once again they're using children as bait in this emotional bullshit. Meet Leah Rochelle Pierce. Leah is the mother of a 9-year-old US boy who she says killed himself after enduring homophobic bullying. She said she should have seen the pain in his eyes. Leah Rochelle Pierce from Denver, Colorado says her son, Jamal Miles, had been proud to tell people he was gay when he returned to school.
It's my son's B. He cut off the ears so it'd be different like him. He cried for this toy. I didn't want to get it for him because I'm like, I'm not spending $10 on a little beanie baby. But he looks at me with these beautiful brown eyes and he's like, please. And I was like, fine. And he sleeps with it every night. He took showers with it. So I gotta make sure I keep it by me.
Hey guys.
He was just 9 years old and already had dreams of becoming a social media star. But last week, Jamal Miles took his own life.
He put smiles on my face every day.
His mother, Leah Pierce, says over the summer her son came out as gay. Even before that, she says he was bullied, but after his death, she learned the problem had only been getting worse.
My daughter told me he came home and told her kids at school were telling him to kill himself.
Denver Public Schools says it's investigating and is deeply committed to ensuring that all members of the school community are treated with dignity and respect. Jamal's death is evoking strong reactions. Actress Laverne Cox tweeted, "It must stop. Our bullying culture is killing children."
The big thing is, we do not have gay children. They are clearly playing on people's emotions and therefore planting seeds into society. So the question is, if we are seeing news and TV stations actively pushing an agenda to make all the kids think they are gay and the parents have to be aware to fend off suicide attempts, where has all this come from in the past 5 or 6 years? It's clearly an agenda. I am 34 years old and I have never heard so much crap in all my days. This is a pathetic attempt from the world news to shape society.
Amit Paley is CEO of the Trevor Project, which focuses on crisis intervention and suicide prevention for LGBTQ youth.
We know that just one person in an LGBTQ young person's life can make a huge difference. They can reduce the risk of suicide by 30%.
According to a CDC report, gay, lesbian, and bisexual high school students are over 4 times more likely to attempt suicide than their straight peers.
And I wish I could have took the pain away from him.
Jamel's mother, clutching her son's favorite stuffed animal, says it's important to speak out.
He wanted to make people feel empowered. And in order to do that, we have to stop bullying and teach people it's okay to love each other.
She now hopes her son's death can help save other lives.
Psychological manipulation. Psychological manipulation is a type of influence that aims to change the behaviour or perception of others through abusive, deceptive or underhanded tactics. By advancing the interests of the manipulator, often at another's expense, such methods could be considered exploitive, abusive, devious and deceptive.
you feeling about the decision to take it from you?
I think we're just we're going to sit down and have a cup of tea now and just sort of regroup. The bully will get his medicine one way or another.
The amount of stories in which they have used kids to play on the heartstrings of people over the past couple of years, going on to then raise money and change laws, has been quite unbelievable.
Life isn't fair anymore. That's what it's like.
How are you coping?
I'm a mess. I'm a mess, and if it wasn't for my daughters and my mom, I honestly don't know what I would do.
Tell us about your little boy. What was he like?
He was magic. This little boy could walk into any room and make any person feel so loved and so special. He had this pizzazz about him. He's just magic. If you feel bad, he would do anything to take your pain away just to make you happy.
And is the toy that you're holding, is that significant, Leah?
Oh, it's my son's bee. It's my son's bee. He cut off the ears so it'd be different like him. He cried for this toy. I didn't want to get it for him because I'm like, I'm going to spend $10 on a little beanie baby. But he looks at me with these beautiful brown eyes and he was like, please. And I was like, fine. And he sleeps with it every night. He took showers with it. So I got to make sure I keep it by me.
When did he tell you that he wanted to come out at school?
He didn't say he wanted to come out of school. He just said he was proud of who he was and he didn't mind telling people. And I'm pretty sure he told someone who got that whole persona of, oh, that's not okay, and decided to pick on him. I've sat here and seen kids pick on kids for less, so I'm pretty sure he just told one person, it just spread, and it became a worse situation.
And that happened, as far as you know, when he went back to school 10 days ago?
Yeah.
When he was coming home each night, did you pick up on anything?
No, he would come home and he'd give me his hug, tell me he loves me, steal my phone. He would take my laptop, go hide in his little fort that he made, and he would just play on his games. He was building a little game. After he was done, he'd come in my room and lay with me and hog my TV.
And yet 4 days after going back to school, you found his body?
Yeah.
It's unimaginable for most people watching you having to go through that.
I don't think it's fair to go through it. And I don't want no one else to go through it. That image of seeing him like that is burnt into the back of my brain, and it hurts because I ain't never seen my baby like that. I don't want anyone else to see their baby like that. It's not right.
I think it was your eldest daughter, your 14-year-old, who told you that Jamel was being bullied because of being gay. What was she able to tell you?
My son came home and told her kids at school were telling him to kill himself. He didn't come to me, and it hurts because I would have understood and I would have defended him. But him and his older sister were just so close. He would tell her everything.
What have the school said to you?
They actually just called me today, and they said they're going to work on suicide prevention. And I told them before we work on suicide prevention, we need to stop bullying, because the bullying is what's leading to the suicide. So instead of skipping over the bullying and just go straight to suicide, we need to stop at the bullying and correct it.
And do you know if this school were aware that your little boy was being bullied for being gay?
I know they were aware he was being bullied. I know they were very aware he was being bullied.
Who do you hold responsible for the loss of your son?
I do. I feel responsible because as a mother, I should have felt his pain. I should have knew he was hurt and I didn't. And I feel responsible because I didn't see the pain in my baby's eyes.
But if he didn't say anything to you, how would you suspect that?
Because I'm his mama and I should have just known. And I didn't. It's my fault. I didn't know.
What is your message to young gay children, gay teenagers who may be watching now?
I would tell them they're beautiful and they're special and there's nothing different that about them that should be pointed out and made them feel any type of way other than loved. We are all different and our differences are what makes us equal because it's the one thing we all have in common. We're supposed to embrace each other. So regardless if they're gay or not, they should all feel loved. They should all feel beautiful and they all should feel special, welcomed, and warm. They should feel like wherever they go, people will treat them special and equal and no different than another.
And what would you say to parents who are watching you now?
Teach your kids love. Teach them it's okay to have differences because we're all different. Nobody's the same, and if we were all the same, this world would be so boring. Our uniqueness is our differences, and our differences are what make us equal. Teach your kids more compassion. Teach them more respect. Teach them to be more accepting of each other. Teach them it's okay. If you don't like something or someone, it's okay to be quiet and just walk away and keep it to yourself. You don't always have to say mean things or rude things to people. It's okay to walk up to someone and just look at them and tell them, hey, you're special, or hey, you're beautiful. Because everybody needs words of encouragement. And it doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter if you're the bully or if you're not the bully. So there's pain in everybody. And until we correct the pain and the hurt that's in everyone and turn it into love, nothing will change. So we have to change with ourselves for our children.
That's a very, very powerful message.
I don't want no one else to feel this pain. Tomorrow's the last day I get to see my son. And it's not fair, and I feel so bad for any other parent who experienced this, and I never, ever want anyone to experience this. I never want a child to feel alone. I never wanted a parent to feel broken. I want everyone to feel loved. My son said he wanted to make a change in this world, and he wanted to show people love. And he can't speak right now, but I'm speaking words he spoke to for everyone to hear because everyone needs to hear it. Because a gentle, kind soul just left this world because of something so cruel. And I want my son to know that he made a change for the better because of his genuine person.
Leah, thank you very much for giving us your time today, and we are really, really sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry too. This world doesn't get to see what a true treasure he is and what he could have been. He was greatness in the making.
Just on a final note, there was that many cryptic caucus in that, mostly around the B, which I want to pull up for you and show you all the meanings of the B, drag all that work back up again. I did cover it a lot at the Manchester rituals that went off on the Manchester Arena bombing in 2017 on May the 22nd. She said a load of tutus in that interview herself. This is Enchanted LifePath TV. Thanks for watching and speak soon.